Hơn 150 năm đào tạo nên các nhà lãnh đạo tiên phong đổi mới. Với các lớp học thực tế về kỹ năng sinh tồn, tỷ lệ trúng tuyển đại học 100%. Đây là The Webb School. Bí quyết làm nên con số tuyệt đối đó là gì? Câu trả lời sẽ có trong tập 4 của Boarding Pass.
Hey everyone, I'm here at the Webb School in Tennessee, and this place truly feels like a retreat. And from what I hear, students love it here, genuinely so. So I can't wait to discover the school. Hey guys, my name is Phoebe. I'm new here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Gabriel, senior from Beijing, China.
Oh, thank you. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Hello, Phoebe. My name is Bob. I'm also from Beijing, China. I'm a senior.
Okay, nice to meet you, Bob. I'm here hoping to get a tour of the Webb School, and I guess you guys can probably help me out.
Definitely.
Yeah, sure. Okay,
let's go. We're now walking on the south part of our campus, which has some of our academic buildings and then also our library.
Yeah, so at this side of our campus, we have the W.I.L.D library for students to read and study, and then the big room for the social science, like democracy, history, and then like all the languages classes.
We also have the Alumni Center, which has our very great alumni development team, who is going to organize the alumni events. And then also the junior room over there, which serves as an English classroom for junior students. We're now walking in the north side of our campus, and in this region has the academic buildings, and then the dorms, and then the chapel. So this is our fallen chapel, where people meet during chapel sessions and then do their presentations during Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
So this is the Davis Woolsey Computer Science building that has like all the science and math, like calculus, stats, physics. And the McClurg Hall has like chemistry, biology, and environmental science.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful buildings with a red color in front. That's great.
So on this side of campus, we have trampolines and hands and medals. Those are our dorm area. And then also the student center that has a lot of board games for students having fun.
Cool.
Walking down this path, we're approaching our folding dining hall, which students usually have their breakfast, lunch, and dinner at.
Fantastic. I also hear that you guys go off campus regularly.
Yes, so students can grab a friend and then sign out, and then go downtown area, which has a coffee shop and ice cream shop and a cafe.
We have the fine arts center, and then it has like all kinds of art, like pottery, theaters, and then orchestra and piano and guitar.
Very cool.
We're also heading toward our BAC, the Barton Athletic Center, and then also the field behind them. We have the upper field and a Lagner football field.
Cool.
But it is a beautiful campus. It's 150 acres situated in Middle Tennessee with rolling hills, beautiful flowers, there's water nearby. The other thing I would want international families to know is that Webb is a very safe space. It's a very safe community. So, we're within an hour drive to a big city, so we have all the amenities of anything you would want. But then also here, it's like stepping back in time, and it's also stepping away from the noise and all the stress and pressures, where your children can come and be safe and genuinely turn off any distractions and focus truly on their academics and developing who they are.
So Phoebe, would you like to join to one of my classes?
Oh, your class is now? So Gabby, see you, and Bob, can I go with you?
Sure, no problem.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye, Gab.
Okay, ladies and gents, line 17. Oh, that smile. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that. Why is he smiling as the apple becomes spherical under his brush?
We believe fully in critical thinking, inquisitive learning, experiential learning. We really want our students to get out in the fields and try things outside the classroom. Webb tradition is to have classes outside on campus, and then also we'll take trips during the year, both domestically and overseas, because we really want our students to bring the classroom outside and to get the full experience with that. We look for resilience and grit in our students. We want to push them and have them think outside the box and really push their thinking to the next level.
Okay, interesting. So we're starting to see some of that tension developing there. That's also a detail I keyed in onto. What do you, okay, Annie is, okay. Wait, Scout, you're not. Yes, because ultimately we are trying to get from point A to point B, right? And sometimes we're in a rush and there's that sort of tension. Yeah, so we could talk about imagery, we talked about figurative language, we suggested a little bit about characterization in this as well. So these are all ways that we can start to get into this.
A lot of our AP courses are really popular, but this year specifically they created several new elective courses. So we have everything from a crime and science literature class to a Taylor Swift course. And so we've had a lot of creative electives created this year. Many of the AP science courses are very popular, and again, they go outdoors to bring those labs into real life. So one of our signature programs is the McDonald Fallen Scholars Program, and that is where our students can apply to do an independent study. For instance, some of our students have studied some of the sciences, someone studied American Sign Language 1 year, and so they work in tandem with a faculty member whom they choose, and they work together over the course of the year, and they do receive a credit on their transcript, but they essentially get to study anything they want to that is not offered on campus as well. And it's a lovely space, grand classrooms. Each are equipped with their own laboratories, and you can walk through the classroom and see different dissections or experiments going on anytime during the week. Our schedule is also set up to allow for 90-minute classes for those labs to take place, so you don't get into one and have to stop and go. Our science teachers have department meetings in there as well, and of course we have all the amenities for the experiments in there. We also have the Learning Center, which provides support to all incoming brand new students. There's a focus class for 6th graders that will help them with reading, writing, study skills, and technology supports. We also have the advisor who will oversee the academics, and so if they notice one of their students is starting to slip a little, maybe getting into the Z range, they'll say, you know, you really should go to extra help, and so they'll encourage that bridge there. And I would like to also add that the advisor serves as the liaison to the family. So when you partner with Webb, for instance, if a student needed support and the family needs to reach out, the advisor is the first point of contact to support for the family and to reach out to the teachers on behalf of the family to say, you know what, I think Susie or Johnny could use a little extra help.
Bob and Gabby, tell me a little bit about the food here.
So the food here we have is really healthy, it's really tasty.
I love when they have like Chinese meals for the Asian students. It tastes so good.
I agree.
So what are the options that exist here? You know, what do you guys eat every day?
We do rotations, and we have different kind of food every single day. And then we have every other Tuesday is our Taco Tuesday.
So there are often many things to pick from throughout the day, from omelets in the morning to they'll make cultural things that the students are used to where they're from, which I think is very special. Try to represent all of the ethnicities within our dining experience, and we source local foods. They also are very aware of our students' dietary restrictions and needs. So every student, has a case with the nurse, and the nurse provides all of that information to our dining staff, who then will prepare meals special for them based on allergies or diabetic choices or whatever they have. The dining staff is very special because they're part of our community. They're not just the people serving the food, they're our family too, and they know our students by name and our students know them by name, so it's really special, but they are very, very good to us. They also will incorporate special things at brunch on the weekends, such as the omelet bar, and the students really enjoy that. And then they put a lot of care into preparing the special meals for the residential life, and they'll come together and have their community dinners a few times a month, which is really special.
Yes, we have border dinners every other week. So it'll be up to one single dorm on campus. They gotta decide that which dish are gonna be served at a dinner.
Yeah, so like all the boarders come together and just sit down and have like conversations, and then just chill and then eating their dinner together.
So community dinner is a tradition of Webb, and it has changed and morphed through COVID and now to what it is. But the dorm staff and residential faculty will come in, and each dorm will be represented, and they dress up for the occasion and kind of bring their best and elevate dinner a little bit more than just a casual weeknight. But they'll spend time together and do community food and share. And it's the conversation that happens over the dinner when you really tear the walls down and get to know each other, and it just fosters community really well.
Oh, For the chapel, because like we all meet in chapel during a particular period.
So we have an upper school chapel and a middle school chapel that take place on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and those are the days we have formal dress code. And we will have our emerging voices speakers present in there, guest speakers on campus. Sometimes our faculty will also give chapel talks, and we always give student shout outs and celebrate birthdays. Flags from 25 countries. And so I look up and I'm just so proud because that is truly who we are as a community, and we're better together. The more diverse we are, the stronger our minds are. And so I'm reminded of that every time I lead chapel and get to see that space.
That's cool, that's cool. Well guys, thanks a lot for sharing some of these amazing stories. And let's enjoy our meal. Let's cheers.
Cheers.
To the Webb School being a fantastic location for you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hành trình du học bắt đầu từ ngôi trường dành riêng cho bạn. Với Finding School, bạn có thể tùy thích khám phá hơn 800 trường học tại 4 quốc gia bằng bộ lọc thông minh và chức năng so sánh đến 5 trường. Tìm trường theo địa điểm yêu thích với tính năng bản đồ trực quan. Finding School, tìm ngôi trường phù hợp theo chuẩn riêng của bạn.
Hey guys, I'm curious, what activities exist on campus for you guys?
So I have art in the Finer Center as my after school activities. So basically I practice my piano after school.
So at Webb, we have a variety of after-school activities every day after school ends. I'm currently enrolled in the cross country, and then we have practice every day after school. Besides activities, we also have many programs, such as the W.I.L.D program.
The W.I.L.D program, that's one of our signature differentiators, and that is a tradition dating back 50 or 60 years where our students will go into the thicket and they learn survival skills, so wilderness instruction, leadership development, and they will go out and take class trips in every grade level, starting in the 6th grade, doing an overnight sleepover, and just getting out of their comfort zones and out of the classroom. They'll go into the woods and they'll have bonding trips in every grade level. So as you get older, those get longer, and then the culminating experience is senior survival and hike on the Appalachian Trail for 20 miles and spend a week together, final bonding before graduation.
What are the resources available here in terms of both, physical resources and faculty that support you guys?
Faculty members are usually the club and activity leaders, so which are nice because we have extra help time where you can go for academic support, and also you can go to each teacher, which also serves as the leader of activities and clubs, to go for information and support.
Yeah, and also like all the equipment like for the art, like guitar, piano room, are always like available for us.
I think our students definitely have a voice on campus, so our student council and our honor council and the prefects and the student residential leaders definitely make a case for what the students want to see, what they don't enjoy, what they want improved, and we listen as a leadership team. They very much have a presence in chapel in the leadership roles, and they will speak, and our student leaders actually lead announcements every day in chapel. And I think that they represent each other well, and we listen. It's very important that they do have a voice. We want their experience to be what they want out of it.
What is the ingredients of fire? What are the most core ingredients to making a fire, keeping it alive? Oxygen, that's the biggest one. That's where everyone messes up. Heat, fuel, which we have, and a spark, right? So we're gonna cheat on the spark. One of my favorites is gonna just be the lean-to. So I got a huge piece of fuel I would never be able to catch on fire, and I'm going to lean these up against it like it'll be a little shelter there. Keeping this kind of loosey-goosey here, right? You don't want a tight bundle or that oxygen can't get in there in 3 days. And the general idea is it's gonna be smaller than your arm. You can't handle these huge logs, they won't burn efficiently. That nice clean, that's what you're looking for. That's a good stick. If it bends and folds over, what does that mean? It's still recently alive, right? Moisture is our enemy here. So making sure we don't have water in our system.
It's really a special place in that when students come, for instance, sponsor the yoga club, so I'm teaching yoga every Tuesday, but if a student came in and said, Miss Owens, we don't see X, could we start that club? We absolutely encourage our students to start new clubs, and all they need is a faculty member and a buddy, and then we'll start the new club. So 40 clubs and then afternoon activities and enrichment certainly help balance out the student's life with their academics.
What opportunities exist for international students to be a leader?
In each dorm, we have leadership roles such as the SRL and prefect. I have been prefect this is my 2nd year of being prefect, and then being prefect really, I enjoyed being prefect for brings me a lot more opportunity to chat with people, to get to know many people, especially when they're new and from all parts of the world.
Yeah, so I'm SRL, which is Student Residential Life Leaders. Yeah, and I enjoy like helping the first year student to help them to get through this.
We encourage all of our students to step into leadership roles, even starting in the 6th grade. We really want our students to find their voice and to step out of their comfort zones and push themselves to be leaders. One thing that we have always told our students is, stand alone, even if you're the only one saying something or standing up for what you believe to be true. Stand in that and get comfortable in that, because that will propel you into leadership naturally. And so we'll see our students come in from other countries, even though they're brand new, and they'll run for an office and they get votes immediately because they're warm and engaging. So the more we can push them to engage, the faster they're going to rise to a leadership level. But we love that our leadership is diversified in pretty much every student council.
Bob has graciously invited me into his dorm room, and I hear that there are some really cool contraptions that he's made in this room. And so I'm gonna knock on the door and see what he has to show me. Bob, are you there? Hi, can I come in?
Oh, baby, please.
Thank you. Wow, this is nice.
Thank you.
This is great.
My frequent use thing in this area, so I can reach them conveniently. And then I have my bed, and then the desk, and then the drawers, which I keep my clothes and other stuff.
What are some of your favorite parts about living in a dorm?
So Chandler's, our dorm, is the biggest dorm, and then we have new people coming every year from everywhere internationally, and then it's been a joyful time talking with them.
Okay, and when you first came to the US, it was probably the first time that you had lived away from home, right?
And living myself, yes.
Living by yourself. So how was the adjustment like for you?
It was, I don't feel particular it's definitely challenged. But also I have my then roommate and then other people in the dorm who are also internationally and then spending their first year by themselves, so that we can kind of learn from each other, and then that was pretty nice experience.
How was it like living with someone else, living with roommates?
It was not all the time fun, but if you think back, it was like my freshman year and my sophomore year when I have a roommate. It was really interesting time when you can chat with your roommate, like having really in-depth talk, or just like behavior and their habit, which is really nice.
That's cool. What about dorm parents? How are you guys supported here in the dorms?
Right. So we have 6 dorm parents for our dorm, and then. And the dorm parents will have one dorm parent on duty each day, which the person will be responsible for answering all the questions and then solving all the problems. Also, it's really nice that our school has our dorm parents. So if you have any questions or academically, you can feel free to consult any dorm parent. Now,
I hear there's a pretty cool thing here. Can you show me the cool thing in your room?
Yes, I had a design in our bathroom. I call it the auto flush. I made it with a piece of papers and then some strings. And then, so it works in a way that people can blow some air to that piece of paper, and then the toilet will flush automatically. And I'll show it to you right now.
All right. That is cool. That is cool.
Thank you.
You're here at the girls' dorm at the Webb School, and I hear this dorm has 4 dorm parents, and Gabby has graciously invited me to visit her own room. Gabby, are you there?
Yeah.
Hello, can I come in?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Wow, this is amazing. Look at this. I don't often see this at all.
Yeah.
With the sink right in the beginning. Okay, so tell me a little bit about this space, Gabby.
So this space just kind of like the restroom for me. I wash my teeth and then wash my face, clean my face, do my skincare here. And then I have some clothes like jackets, coats here. Yeah, and then that's the bathroom. That's the place that I spend most of my time. And then that's my favorite bed. And then I spend my most time here reading books or playing games or watching TV shows.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I have 2 huge boxes for storage. That's why I don't have many stuff laying out. Yeah.
So how do you structure this room?
So for this, I kind of combine the drawer and the desk together, so I can have the bigger area for me to study. But then I realized that the AC was on top of my head and then it was like really cold. So I moved my stuff here.
That's very smart. You don't want the wind blowing in your head,
I don't, yeah.
Was there anything that you had to get used to when you first came here?
First, the language. I still remember like the first morning when I came here, and then when I woke up, I was like, oh, I'm in US, not anymore in my home. So I feel kind of lonely, but when I like get involved in this community, I was like, oh my God, this is great. I love here.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
Yeah, and I also getting more like confidence. At first I was like, oh, I don't want to speak English because like obviously English is not my first language. I was like so afraid of making mistakes. I was like, no, I'm just gonna talk to my Chinese friend. I still remember like the algebra class, like it's an honor class, and then I talked to Miss O'Neill, and then I was like, oh, this is so hard because like the language I don't understand, and then like some minus plus times, I need time to process that. And Miss O'Neill was like, oh no, the regular class will be easy for you, and you're gonna get bored. I was like, okay, I will try, and then, yeah.
And then you nailed it.
I survived.
You survived. That's lovely. How was living with a roommate for you?
Jessica, she graduated like last year, and then she was a senior last year. And then we kind of have like really good time.
That's great. That's great. Now, so if you were to tell your parents about your life here at the Webb School, what are the 3 things that you would tell your parents?
So, first one is probably my residential life, because that's like a new experience for me. And then probably like the education or my academic performance, I would say. And the last one is like what some fun things I did on campus.
Hey guys, so we're in the common room. What do you guys normally do in the common room?
For me, we have lots like dorm activities like movie night and like paint our names, and also we can use the kitchen. I mean the kitchen to like cook like Chinese food or some other styles. For my dorm, we also have like the dorm meeting every week.
So TV and kitchen are a big part of all 6 dorms that we have on campus. And then in my dorm, we also have board games, and it's like chess and like Go. And then we also have football station in our dorm common room, so people can grab their friend and play with them.
How do you think students, especially international students, integrate into this community? How do they integrate? How the school or faculty supports them to integrate?
So we start intentionally from welcome weekend. We plan dorm wars, and so each dorm will have its own activities that first weekend to really solidify that dorm unit. From there, then they start having competitions, and the dorms become little families within the whole community. But then there are intentional activities planned, trips planned, whether it's canoeing, down the river, or they're taking a trip to see the Titans in Nashville. But they will do events together just to continue to grow that source of family feeling. And then the bonding just happens organically because, they're in the classroom together, they're on the fields together, they're in the trenches together, doing homework together, and they really do become like brothers and sisters. It's really wonderful to watch.
Tell me a little bit about some of the exciting events on campus.
So first, if you're correct, it's now Beer's Soda Festival, and they have all kinds of condiments you can add to them to add extra flavor, or like make it look better. It was really fun. It was really fun.
I'm hearing there are chapel sessions, and these chapel sessions are the Emerging Voice event.
Emerging Voices is another one of our signature programs. Those take place during chapel. So for 6 to 12 weeks, our students will work on memorizing a piece of literature or a famous speech that's been approved by their teacher. And they will memorize it and present it to the entire division. So 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders will present in front of the entire middle school, and then upper school will present in front of the entire upper school and faculty. When they get to the junior and senior presentations, those are presented much like a college defense for a PhD. They do take questions at the end and they present their research, and it's really remarkable to see the culmination of starting out in 6th or 7th grade with a 2-minute speech and then presenting 10 minutes of research by their senior year.
The one I chose is the one of the speech given by FDR, Franklin Roosevelt, during World War II. It's a very famous for freedom speech, and then I memorized it and give it in front of everybody. That was my first time doing presentation in English.
What about you, Gabby?
My favorite one is the sophomore's ovation. It's like what I believe. So my topic was I believe young people should travel around the world. Yeah, that's my favorite one because I was pretty confident on stage like that year.
Any tradition that you guys are excited about as a senior?
Senior Blazer Day. So we'll have like navy blue. Right,
so we're asked to buy prepare our own blazers, and then we're assigned, every senior are assigned a senior patch with our school logo, and then we have to sew it on ourselves. And then we'll submit it to school, and then on that senior blazer day, we'll have a ceremony where seniors will come up stage and then being given their own blazer.
Senior blazers.
There are a lot of moments that I love. There are too many traditions. Blazer Day is certainly one of them. The seniors get their blazer in November near Sonny Webb's birthday, our founder, and they get to wear them on Fridays with jeans throughout the year. And to see them, get that rite of passage and wear that so proudly as seniors it's just a remarkable thing to see.
Did you enjoy today at the Webb School? This is a very safe environment, and they'll also tell you this is a fruitful and introspective experience. What great adjectives to describe a school, and I've really enjoyed my time at the Webb School, and I'll definitely hope to see you next time on Boarding Pass.